Drama Queen Radio and Podcast is not intended to make anyone feel uncomfortable. These are simply real life experiences. Some may be true, and some may just be allegations. Whether it's true with proven facts or just allegations, you should listen and bring your opinions with you.
This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me. This is what I want y'all to do for me.
Finally coming to you live, Drama Queen on the rise, on time. Here we go, step back and let me flow. Count my blessings, that's real. Motivation is skill. Podcast, social media, YouTube. I hope a meal giving everybody cold like I got the chill. Trips across the world, no stress, just to chill. Laid back, feet up, grinding 24 with no sleep. I'm Lady Luscious and I'm here all week. Hey, so tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in with me. So tune in, tune in, so tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. Hey. What is up, my Drama Queen Radio people? How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody is good. I am so happy to do this podcast. You can hear the excitement in my voice. I am very happy. I am so interested in this person. You hear this is called Drag Her. And yes, because honey, dragged, okay? Slayed. And this is Drama Queen Radio, so I would feel like a hypocrite if I really didn't bring this person on today. Like, I seriously would feel bad because, like, why do I have a friend that does this and I haven't, like, no, it would be a whole spill, honey, okay? So I just really want to introduce my friend. I'm going to tell you a little bit of background about us. Very inspiring. So I just really want to say, that through everything that you've been through, and you've told me millions of stories through us working, you are a very strong person, and you need to keep going with this. You need to take this to the next level, okay? So do y'all, anybody that know about, any type of competitions in drag, he ready, okay? He about to bring it.
I have like 2 outfits. I don't know if I'm ready.
That's okay. We gonna get you 15. Let's talk about that night. Like, let's talk about that night at Georgie's.
Yeah.
Georgie's in
Georgie's
Ohio.
419 is the full title. Down in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, like I'm gonna definitely show pictures. So anyone that wants to go on YouTube for the visuals will show like a slide of pictures. Okay. So how was that experience for you? Was you nervous?
No. I'm more nervous doing karaoke out of drag than I was in drag.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like it was like something that you can like do forever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have always had a natural I always felt like a natural born performer, even though I didn't do too much performance-based stuff growing up and all that. But, it's more get into it. I mean, you've seen me when we work together.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I dance and music on and, hey, I'm just
Oh, yeah, and the customers loved them. Like, the customers would stop and dance with them at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we knew, like, okay, yeah, this is the one. This is the one. So, like, tell me about, like, the actual night, what was it like for you to like get in front of the public and just how did you know like that very moment you were like, oh, I'm doing this?
So I've been wanting to do any type of drag for a long time, and then I've had various reasons and doubts and all that. And then finally I made a commitment to myself earlier in the year that I was going to perform in drag sometime this year, and then I kind of lost sight of that due to the job that we worked together. And realized that, I need to do it. Well, since, that job and we no longer are together, I was like, well, I'm still doing this anyway.
Yeah, of course.
And so I just, was doing it. I was letting people know. I mean, my mom literally, she went on Facebook, created an event, invited everyone she knew.
And your mom is super sweet. Shout out to her.
Yes. No, she's the most
a sweet person.
Supportive person, the kindest person I've known. I can only hope to be as kind as her one day.
You are, because I literally was I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for you, and she's so cute. Like, she kind of brushed against me and was like, hi. I'm like, hey. I did not know who she was. I don't know if she knew who I was, but I didn't know her.
Yeah.
And so when you introduced me to her, we were like, oh my God. It was just like amazing. Like, she's such a sweet person.
Yeah. No, she is.
Yeah.
very, very fortunate that she is.
Yeah,
my
your
mom.
mother. Yes.
Like, she pretty much, most of the people adopt her as a second mother or something like that.
Yes, I definitely could see that. She's oh my gosh, she's so warm. You know, her hugs is just when something is like warm. So
Yeah.
definitely. So is she like a big influence in you going ahead and do the things that that you love to do? Would
Oh
you say
yeah,
your
well,
mom?
100%.
Yeah.
She is always supportive. If I wanted to do something, she's like, okay, well, we'll do that. She was
Shout out to mom. Shout out to
right.
mom, y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to mom because that is so good. I've heard a lot of stories where people tell me like I wanted to do something and I didn't because of my parents. I just didn't take that leap of faith because I feel like I didn't. The most important person in your life is your parents. Growing up.
Yeah.
And it's like if you can't make them happy, you just feel like a complete failure. So her seeing you up on that stage, I got to see that moment, and she was just so proud of you. So definitely, I've got to see that. I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. I didn't know who she was, but now that you're telling me that she's your mom, I'm like, oh, so we have a picture with her as well.
Yeah.
That we'll share. Okay, that's really nice. Shout out to mom again. Like all the mothers that support their son and doing drag, I really compliment that because that is very huge, very huge. So let's talk about getting dressed because when I'm thinking about like performing, I don't know what to wear. How did you come up with the look?
So I did 2 numbers that day because I was fortunate enough to. So I guess the way they set it up is there's 2 rounds. The first round, they have like everyone that performs, and then based on audience applause goes on to the second round. That was my first time ever performing in drag, and to be lucky enough to actually go on to the second round of my first time, that was amazing. So I had to have 2 numbers planned. I had them both those outfits already picked.
Okay.
The first number I did was Holding Out to a Hero from Shrek 2, Jennifer Saunders' fairy godmother, because there is no other version. Sorry, Bonnie Tyler.
Period.
And for that, I actually wore to the Renaissance, because I've been to the Renaissance Fair in drag last year. It was September 11th.
With the one with the balcony, the picture, is that the one that you showed me? Is that the one with the
No. That was the second one. That was the one I wore to the Dragula Season 4 tour in Detroit
I'll
in
give
May.
you guys pictures. Okay,
yeah, the one that's more gothic looking with the short purple bob haircut. Yep, and the bending back. That was then in this past May.
That posture was just everything.
Listen, I've been working on bending backwards.
Okay.
Back when I worked for Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I have it down my mind. I'm like, let me just work on this.
Yeah. So definitely. So what about like the whole makeup? Like, how long did it take you?
So I actually, I gave myself. I started fully getting ready at 2, giving myself 4 hours just because I can be a little bit of a perfectionist. So I'm working on that, and I actually did very well.
Very well.
But that's like I shaved my entire upper body. Came to realize I am a very hairy, non-hairy person, so it doesn't look like I have a lot of hair. It's all freaking blonde.
Yeah.
So that took forever. That took almost an hour.
Oh my god. So that was an hour.
And that was just from chest up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So this is a lot. This is a lot of work.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I started getting the face ready. I did that, and that actually was probably the quickest I've done a full face. I got that done in about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And normally it takes me 3 or more.
Okay.
And then it took me about 40 minutes or so to get in full guiche.
Yeah.
Meaning getting the body and the corset and all that stuff. And the biggest pain was getting my hip pads, so get the more full figure.
Okay.
Getting them in the tights and getting them to stay.
And I saw that too. I was like, where'd he get them from?
I got them. You know where I got them from?
Where you get them?
Michael's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all it is just foam couch cushion. So you buy the 3-inch thick foam, and then I made them myself. And then you just put not spandex, but tights just over them, and a few. I was wearing
ladies
2 or 3
that want to do
tights.
the BBWs or BBLs, excuse me.
Hey, if you don't got the money for it, there you go. It's a cheap, easy way.
Michael's. I love it. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's creative. Did someone put you hip to that?
So there's a lot of tutorials out on YouTube and stuff.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if you're familiar with Patrick Starr.
SpongeBob?
No. No, not.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is our real person.
But that's fair. So he was a drag queen in Florida, YouTuber, makeup mogul, does drag and stuff.
Let me look him up.
Patrick had a video with I cannot remember her name, but there's a drag queen who has a store called the Drag Stop where they like
Where's
make
that?
in California.
It's in Cali. Okay.
Yeah, but you can order online.
Look, and I actually put a Patrick Star.
Stars with 3 R's.
It came up with SpongeBob, y'all, for real.
Yeah. But they actually had Patrick put up a tutorial with
beautiful makeup.
yeah.
Scorpio. Look,
yeah,
look.
that makeup remover that I told you about.
Yes.
Patrick's company.
Oh my God, yes. Shout out to Patrick Star. Look at this makeup.
Yes.
Ooh, la la.
So Patrick had a tutorial out on like how to do drag with the owner of the Drag Stop.
Beautiful.
And I just followed that tutorial, and you know, like I got a turkey cutter over there, an electric turkey cutter I used to cut the foam.
Oh
and
my
I just kept shaving it off. Did that, and I was surprised how well they turned out because that was the first time ever doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I've had those pads for like a year.
And
a
did you
half now.
have? I don't remember. Did you have your nails polished or did you?
No, I didn't have enough time to polish my nails or put on fake nails.
Was that next?
No, it's
Okay,
so,
that's extra.
Like I said, I was, some stuff I was just okay with. Normally I would have nails. I didn't. It was still fine. I still.
And
slayed.
it was still nice. It was still a very nice performance. I remember walking in and I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I'm not late. I hope I didn't miss it. And they were just making the announcement. Like literally, they were just calling like maybe 3 people and they were calling your name. And I just remember like, oh my God, I hope I didn't miss it. And they were like, Rory, I didn't even think about nothing else. Like I literally just started, my cousin was like, why are you screaming? I'm like, Rory, he's there, Rory. Like, and they just started screaming too. We started like banging on stuff. So they were like, okay, the crowd loves it. I'm like, oh, thank you, gosh. Like I would have felt horrible if I would have missed it. I came through there like, okay, where is he at? So because they were like, where's your friends? And I'm like, I said Rory. They're like, oh, okay. So that was really a nice experience for myself.
Oh yeah.
Because I've never, ever, ever been to a performance like that. Or
really?
Just a drag performance in general. And so I went to...
I was your first.
Yeah, yep. You definitely were. And it was just like, when walking in the building, I just felt like I was like almost home. It was so many nice people, friendly people. They didn't make me feel, weird or like try to like, oh, look at her. Like they made me feel so comfortable.
No, I would say that's Georgie's is
very comfortable.
It's my home bar for a reason. Like it's the one for the most part my friend Luke and we go to.
Yes. Definitely. Because, I see why.
Yeah. No, like the staff's friendly. There's very rarely an issue there, and if an issue does pop up, they're quick to get them out.
Right.
And it's the point where everyone just kind of looks at them and is like, what are you doing? You're making a fool of yourself.
Exactly. Cheesy pizza. Shout out to Georgie's. Shout out to Georgie's.
If you're ever in Toledo, Georgie's 419 on Adams Street.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is unfortunately the only gay bar in the area, but it is
the nicest. Oh my goodness, clean, very professional. The bartender was very super sweet. I wish I would have got his name. I would have shouted him out on here.
What do he look like? I could probably tell you.
I even remember. Okay. I wasn't even drunk that night. I'm only talking about can I remember. He had like brown hair. He was taller, slimmer, really sweet guy. He was not even charging us for our Sprites.
No, they're very
he
nice.
wasn't charging us for Sprite. So nice. So what is something that that you can't see yourself like starting your morning without?
Starting my morning without?
Yeah.
Hitting the snooze alarm and going back to sleep?
Okay, you're going back to sleep. I love that. Because I just want the people to like get that close contact with you as a person, as an individual.
Well, I don't know. It just kind of depends on the day. Because so the way I set up my days is if I know I have something after work, then I wake up earlier in the morning so I can go to the gym. And then if I don't, then I'll wake up closer to where I can just kind of get ready, go to work, and then I know I'll go to the gym after work.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends on the day. Like, what was it? Like Thursday, I had stuff planned after work.
Okay.
And so I woke up at 4:30 to go to the gym.
4:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh. And what time you gotta go to work?
I start work at 8:45.
Oh, so yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, so like I make sure. Well, yeah, and because I like to take my time, not like take my time in the gym, but take my time in the gym. I like to make sure I get my full workout in.
Yeah.
So I
understandable.
Give myself enough time to do that. Come home, shower, change all that before I go.
Okay. Yeah, busy. Yeah, you're a busy person.
Yeah. Although I'm less busy now since I'm working only 40 hours a week instead of 50 plus.
Ooh, Jesus. Yes. Okay.
It's weird. I kind of have a life and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And then, so we're going to work on drag more. That's what we're going to do. We're definitely going to get some more of these wigs popping, get some more outfits, like you said.
I have wigs that I need to style. They're little.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is this blue and green one right over here.
It's really pretty, guys.
Yes. like blue gradient into green. I'm not
Where'd
the
you
best
get
at
it?
I got it from Wig Takeout, which is
Okay.
owned by Bitter Betty in California.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I do with my wigs is so the package that they come in,
Mhm.
when I get done, I just put them back in the packet.
Well,
Literally,
okay.
it's
So
like
the package that came in was actually like, because it's like Wig Takeout. It's like her theme is like kind of like Asian
oh
takeout, so it came in a little box and all that stuff.
oh, so they come in
Um,
like a plastic.
it came in a cardboard little box, so it wasn't
Oh,
one to put it
okay.
necessarily back
Mhm.
in. I really need to just like I need to get it wet and straighten everything
Yeah,
out.
yeah. That too.
Unfortunately, not having the money to get the stuff I needed, I couldn't because I wanted to
Mhm.
wear that wig
Revamp
for
it up.
one of
Yeah.
them, but it
Yeah,
wasn't gonna
I
work
be
with.
washing mine in the sink like some chicken. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to
No,
you.
that's what I've
I
heard. Like
wash
that,
mine in the
a friend
sink.
of mine, she told me like she will like you'll boil the wigs and put them in. So like because it's synthetic, it's not
TikTok.
human hair. I don't have that kind of money yet.
TikTok. No, it's okay. No, you good, TikTok. Or you know what? I'm gonna put you hip to something where you would have the money to. Cause you know I'm a wig queen. Like you know I'm gonna keep a quick. I keep a good wig. So I definitely I'm gonna show you some stuff that I do, some tips
Yeah.
for that. Cause oh my goodness, I love my wigs. There's nothing like having like braids and looking like I'm from back in the '60s or something, and then putting a wig on and looking like Beyonce. Okay, period.
Yeah.
I love it. They
I was
asked
saying,
me.
I want to learn how to style wigs, and I want to
Yeah.
also learn how to sew, so that I can start making stuff
Yeah, definitely.
because I think that's cheaper route to go.
Yeah, making your own outfits and
Yeah.
stuff. That's really nice.
Like I have a sewing machine,
Mhm.
and my mom will teach me how to sew. I just now that I finally in a
You have
place,
time.
Now that I have
Yeah.
time, I can get stuff to work on that.
Okay, so what is your advice to anyone who wants to do drag? Like, what is your advice to tell them for first timers?
Get the first time done and over with.
Mhm.
Don't wait 4 years like I did.
Okay. Go ahead and jump.
You don't have to be perfect. I don't want to say I'm an expert on everything drag because I just starting off. Like I'm still a baby queen when it comes to performing. But
Mm-hmm.
so like when it comes to like getting gigs and stuff, I don't have experience on that yet.
Yeah.
Although I'm looking into it because I have some ideas for some numbers I want to do, and a friend and I want to get together to do a number. But when it comes to just doing, like, just do it. You don't have to be the best painted, polished, and all that stuff. The only reason my mug looks so good is because I have 4 years of makeup skills under my belt.
Yes, and
Or
they
3
look
years.
beautiful.
I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And then look, little old me is going on almost 10 years and still can't get that cut crease.
You'll get it. You'll be fine. It's not that hard.
Yes,
You just gotta do it.
I'm gonna work at it. I definitely Okay, so what is like some of the feedback that you were like shocked about getting after? Like, did you get anything that was like really like shocking? Anyone like
I think I didn't get too much feedback because it's a very quick night. There's a lot of people to go to.
Yeah,
So like
it
the
was.
hosts, which for the night
Beautiful.
were
She's beautiful.
Sylvia Austin, who's one of the legends of Toledo, and then Mary Jane is our
Mary
burlesque.
Jane. Beautiful.
Is Toledo's burlesque dancer.
Yeah,
one
she's
of them.
very talented, guys. Like, really.
You know, there wasn't like too much really you got to talk to them because it was very like
Yeah,
quick night.
quick.
Bam, 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 bam,
So are
go.
they there all the time? Is this like a frequent thing, or was
So
it
the open stage night they do the first Sunday of every month.
Okay.
So I am hopefully gonna go back on the first Sunday of November
Okay.
and do it again.
Okay.
If I can, I really want to get another outfit.
Okay.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that. We'll keep it at
but then like there's just a variety of drag shows. Like they do like shows. They do a variety of stuff because they're not just drag. The last Friday of every month is the male entertainment night.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Ladies,
fun.
y'all hear that? Amen.
No, and it's actually even interesting. The more I get into this, the more I don't want to say like be friends with because I don't like using that term when I don't know how someone else views it, especially because it's kind of parasocial. But like getting to know more entertainers and like male entertainers and like
stuff,
burlesque dancers and stuff. It's
Yeah.
very interesting that I have this like collection of people. The biggest surprise was probably how many of them were actually like rooting for me and showing support. They couldn't be
Yes.
there that day because they're very busy people.
Right. Exactly.
They're very busy people.
I just want to compliment you on that cardio. By the way, I know we talked about the gym. I was tired for you.
Oh my god! No, I literally was just like after the dance. I literally walked to the back patio bar. It was like water, biggest, please, thank you.
Oh my god! Because
just,
I was tired.
Downed it.
I was looking like, oh my god, it's still going. Like I couldn't even like after that first verse. That's it, y'all. Don't even get to the chorus. I was tired for you. I was sweating and stuff, pulling my makeup out. Like, go ahead, bro. I done lost my voice. I had to go. I told my cousin, like, girl, I was texting her like, I'm tired for him. Like, well, and you was in heels too.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus. Oh, that's a lot for me, yo.
Those are my short heels. Those are like my
Oh, so you go.
I've got a lot of drag stuff over there. You can't see it. Whoa. I have stiletto heels. Those are not good to dance in yet.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
We rocking stilettos. Okay.
No, like I have a variety of boots. Actually, one of my former coworkers at Taco Bell, she actually gave me my first few pair of heels. She's like, I got some stuff for you.
Your feet don't hurt?
No.
My feet be killing me.
Do you see these calves?
Like,
do you see these
my
calves?
Feet be barking. Yeah, I see them calves. They toned.
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah, I can rock into heel.
Look at this calf I got. Look how tiny it is.
I can't see. You've got your...
But just look how little it is. You said, oh? Did you say, oh?
No, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, oh, I can see it. Not like, oh, okay.
Chick-fil-A chicken strip. Dog, I'm not. I'm just
not. Now, don't get me wrong. They will still get sore, especially in the pleasers that I have. But
okay, pleasers.
Yeah.
You fast.
You when we're done.
Oh, you fast. Rori, you is fast. Thank you so much. Let me see some other questions I got for you because I know I got something in here cooking. Oh, what's a makeup tip?
Tip?
Like, did you feel like maybe I should never done this or I'm glad I did that type of tip?
That's what I wanted to know. Well, so my makeup tip is to just try. Just try and see what works for you. Mm-hmm. At this point, when it comes to my base, I've got my holy grails down. Okay. And my makeup doesn't. I mean, you saw me throughout the night. My makeup, I was dancing, sweating, all that other stuff.
Yeah, it really was good.
It stays on.
Yeah, it definitely was good.
I have my holy grail foundation is Urban Decay's Stay Naked foundation. Mm-hmm. I have bought that at least 5 or 6 times. Okay. I've used the full bottle. Mm-hmm. That's an amazing foundation. I use that, and then I don't do too much powder because I have very oily skin, so I don't like using a lot of powder because it looks cakey, which kind of sounds for drag like, wait, you're not using powder because traditionally you use a lot of powder. I'll put some on to set it,
and it looked really nice. Whatever you do, I mean, because everyone's skin is different, so you can't really say
you really got to find out what products work for you and then go with that. But the big thing is just try. Yeah. If you want to do something, try it. If it doesn't work out, okay, you can simply remove it with a makeup remover or...
I almost didn't know who you were, like, on stage.
My phone didn't know who I was the entire night. I could not use Face ID. Yes, I had to enter in my passcode, which now, technology's gotten so easy, so used to it, I was annoyed I had to enter in my passcode every freaking time.
Yes. I was sitting here like, where? I was sitting like, where's... And then I heard your name. I'm like, I just started screaming, whatever. If you don't... And then I'm like, there you go. So it was really fun. So how do you feel about because I know that someone looked at me kind of funny that night because I was like, oh, where's he at? And they were looking at me like, if he's drag, you should be calling him a she. And I just was like, oh, I didn't know. So do you feel like that's a... Was I wrong? I'm sorry.
No, I don't necessarily think you're wrong, and I think that kind of just goes to each individual performer's preferences. Okay. I don't really care in and out of drag any pronouns as long as it's if you're being respectful. I don't care for messing around. You're like, oh, she, whatever. Yeah. I know when someone's trying to be disrespectful for me. Right. I will say, out of drag, I identify as a cis male. In drag, woman. So he, him, out of drag, but she, her, she.
They almost attacked me. I was just like, oh, it was just like, my friend Rori. There you go,
I mean, I don't know who that was, and I really wish don't speak on people you don't know's behalf is my only thing. Yeah. I understand that the intent's there, but then
I was kind of nervous.
You don't want and they don't know that
that I know you so well.
They know you, or that it'd be fine, or they don't know that unless they've had that conversation with me, which this is the first time anyone's asked me. Yeah. So how would they know?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's kind of pronouns are
And I
such a
think I said
personal
that
thing.
before, right, with you. I asked you way before. I was
Yeah,
asking, remember?
when
I
we had
said,
dinner that one day.
yeah, I did. I asked you. I made sure that I knew, like, before. So it's just about, guys, just have that communication with your friends, have that communication with, sister, brother, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, because I don't want no one going out,
Yeah,
because
no,
they see us and they're like,
and pronouns are very unique to each individual person.
Exactly.
And the different circumstances. So
Yeah.
it just.
Yeah, I understand. I get that.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up, because I know I had some people that asked me the same question, like, have you ever experienced it? And I'm like, no, up until that time. And I was just like, it kind of like flew over my head what the person was actually trying to say to me. And my cousin was just like what?
Yeah.
Like, we were kind of confused.
Yeah.
So, and then I got told that if I wasn't, bisexual, I wasn't in the gay community, I should never came. And I was like, wait, what?
Wait, like someone at the bar told you that?
Yeah.
What? Who? Never mind. We're not
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
that's what I was
about
told.
to say like that.
So
no.
I don't want no one
So
to be afraid.
there is. So there is discourse in the LGBT community right now about like should straights are allowed in there, and like while I understand why needing the safe queer space and everything, as long as you're there and respectful,
I was supporting, definitely.
like. Come have fun, because there is you're not gonna see a drag show at a straight bar.
No, you're not.
You're not. You're not gonna see like now, mind you. There's sometimes where things can get like not necessarily at Georgie's, but there have been other bars I've been to where things can get raunchy.
Exactly.
So you just gotta understand the space you're in and what that means to the people. Now, if you're, I will say though, bachelorette parties, and just from being not as working drag, I've never working drag with a bachelorette party there, but like just from being there. While that's a whole nother thing. They can get, there are some that are respectful, but they have a tendency to, someone gets really wasted and then starts doing stuff, especially during the performance, it's like,
like,
what are you doing? You're making a fool of yourself in front of everyone.
Yeah.
So that's where like kind of that comes from. I don't think I'm the best to speak on the topic, just because like I don't, perform fully in a bar. I don't run a bar. I don't own a bar. And it just kind of really, pretty much when it comes down to it, just with anything, is just, as long as you're treating everyone with respect and understanding the space you're in, if it's not your space, then there shouldn't be any issues. It's when you try to then make it into a space for you when it's not, that's where issues then arise, and you need to recognize that.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I just definitely want to touch on that, because I know I've been having some questions about it from, a lot of people is just like asking after they saw me post the videos and stuff, and questions like, have you ever been through this? So I just want to like, give it to them now. Okay, so what's some big things coming up for you? Like, you should start a YouTube. Do you have a YouTube?
I do not have a YouTube, but I do have a camera.
I'm gonna need you to do a YouTube. Like, definitely, like kind of like when you're getting ready, or like even after, just how did it go? Like a review.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. I did before life got crazy. Honestly, around the pandemic time, before that happened, just because I ended up having to work a lot. A lot of stuff happened, even before leaving Taco Bell. I would actually do makeup lives on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
A lot.
Did you save any of them? Because I know you could
some yes, others no, because sometimes I spill tea.
Be talking on there.
Sometimes I would say stuff and be like, okay, this is fine, because
so funny,
and then just be like,
spill tea.
Well, I'd be saying things about the Taco Bell world that I technically shouldn't have been saying, but
Boop. Yeah. Okay,
so I just delete the video.
Yeah, right.
When it gets alive. If you don't catch it in 1 second, you can't go back and view it unless I post it.
You sure can.
But there are some lives up there that are saved. Okay. But I'm hoping to get back into that kind of now that I've got a footing on with the new job and all that, and figuring out where everything works.
Congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
Doing what you love to do, and always and forever, and saying whatever you want as well, and always speaking your mind. And I love about you that you can do it in such a respectful way where you're not offending anyone, but you're getting to the point. And if you offend them, I mean, that's that's fine too, but your intentions is not to do that. You always have pure intentions, and I definitely think that anyone that have any questions about anything from this podcast, are they able to contact you? Do you want to tell them,
yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you can reach out on social media. So Instagram is RORYLONGMUA. Okay. It's pronounced Rori Langmois. Just because that was before I did drag, it was Instagram, so all the artists had MUA, and since it's close to my last name, I changed it a little bit. Okay. and then that's where I'll be posting like drag stuff because I have like
Instagram, y'all. I'm gonna definitely.
And then Twitter handle is the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't do too much on Twitter. But...
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I really want to thank you for coming. Well, you didn't come. I came. This is the way you just looked at me like coming. But I want to thank you for coming on the show. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, guys.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I saw the look.
What are you talking about? This is an audio. There was no look to see.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to put you on camera. We're going to have to get you on camera. Thank you so much, guys. And again, I'm going to drop your Instagram and let them know they can, ask you questions. And I always like to do that for everyone, just to make sure that you're not just going through me, but this is why I bring people on here, so we can network. So thank you guys for listening to this. Roy, did you want to shout out any last people before we go?
I mean... I don't know.
Shout out to the fam.
Well, actually, no. Shout out to a few people. Mm-hmm. So first, shout out to my mom because she's an amazing person.
Yes, she is.
I mean, you've met her literally for like 5 minutes, and you can already say that. So that speaks volumes on her. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Luke, Sarah, David, Nicole, like my close friends who believed in me. Mm-hmm. There for support. Like they came out. Mm-hmm. And then also shout out to Deja D Delatero, my like kind of sort of drag mom, which I mean she's freaking amazing. She's been doing drag for like 10 years plus, and she is also on. There is a reality TV show on Out TV called Camp Wanakiki. Okay. She is in the top 3.
Yes,
and we're gonna find out if she wins Thursday. Okay. So Thursday, whatever. What day is it right now? It's the 16th. Mm-hmm. So. This Thursday after the 16th. Okay. So I don't know when this is going to get posted, but if she wins, awesome. Yeah. Way to go, Deja. And also, one of the entertainers, Wade Mercury, he's been very helpful with tips and stuff. I've been asking him questions. Okay. So shout out to all of them. If you... Yeah, I would go. Deja, you can follow at Toledo Famous on Instagram and Twitter. Wade Mercury is Wade Mercury on Instagram and Twitter as well. Okay. Wade Mercury's Twitter can get a little spicy. All right. Just so y'all know.
Always. All right.
Well, just fair content warning.
Right. At least you're honest. Well, thank you so much. My time is up. If anybody, need any advice, anything, just please comment. If you're on Apple Podcasts right now, you can always get back to my Instagram, get back to the YouTube page. Just follow the same exact name. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye, guys.
Bye.